It's a battle of unbeatens as the Mavericks look to remain perfect on the gridiron. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. Freeman versus Atlee has come down to the wire most of the time in recent years, and this season, at least on paper, this looked like it fit the bill as well. Both teams a perfect 3-0. Freeman looking for their first 4-0 start since 2016.
So the Mavericks march on the road at Atlee, looking for that perfect 4-0 start, and this guy has been sensational for Freeman. Owen Fallen, dialing long distance. A quarterback connects with his wide receiver, Kareem Bullock, and Bullock has a ball deep in Atlee territory. It would set it up for this. 28 yards out. What a story this young man has been. Bradley Perkins overcoming injury after injury. Now senior running back, 28-yard touchdown run in the three-headed monster of Perkins, Fallen, and Horn going to do damage as they've done so far this year. 7-0, 9:54 to go in the first. Freeman gets it back, and they keep it on the ground. It's Perkins once again. Perkins solid on the evening. He gets a first down and would lead to this. Roll out, Fallen, finding his receiver, one of the big three. It's Jarrell Horn, and yep, when you mess with the Mavericks, you get the horn. Freeman, a 2-touchdown advantage over also undefeated Atlee, 14-0 second quarter. Now, Atlee has been doing Yeamans-like work on the ground against their opponents, part because of this guy, but he loses the football. Caleb Warren, a good gain, but the Freeman defense has been very, very good. Del Vadunas with the recovery. Switching sides second quarter now. It's Perkins time. Perkins percolating through that Atlee D. He gets a first down in Atlee territory with lead to this. Freeman still on the march. Roll out. Fallen. Firing. Finding his receiver. All the way to Pater. Touchdown. Cole Chiswick. So spreading it around. Over 250 yards, 251 to be exact. Yeah, we hear you. And 3 touchdowns on the night for Fallen and a 21-0 blanking of the Raiders after the first half. Let's go second half. Same story for Freeman. Spreading the ball around. It's Jarrell Horn. Good for the first down. Fallen was only 11 for 17. It doesn't sound like a lot, but they would set it up, play action, rollouts, and being able to connect on deep balls. Unbelievable throw there. That's when you're living right. Kareem Bullock with the touchdown grab. All Freeman at this point now 28-0 in the third quarter. Atlee trying to find something to make this a game again. Looking, firing. There's been at least one interception for Freeman's defense for their secondary in every single game. This time it's Bradley Perkins. Yeah, the running back, he's also a defensive back. Great night for Perkins, great night for Fallen. You'll hear more about Fallen later in the program. Great catch by Ryan Bland. Quarterback / linebacker. Freeman replaced 20 seniors for this year's team, and it doesn't look like it. Looks like they brought back 25. There's a touchdown run to boot for Owen Fallen. 3 touchdown passes rushing. 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown rushing. Fallen and Freeman, they have not fallen. They have risen. 38-6, they win it.
Meanwhile, in another battle of unbeatens, albeit 1-0, Varina traveled to Hermitage, both teams looking solid in their opening games. And when these two meet, it's always just like a playoff game. Friday night did not disappoint.
So Hermitage and Varina, as we said, both 1-0, looking to improve on that mark. These two teams always are locked up in a good one. This would be no different. Jalen Burton, the hero from last week's win over Patrick Henry, roll out. First possession of the game, hooking up with his wide receiver. Number 2 on the reception, Malik Myers. And then the short passing game working dividends once again for Hermitage. This time, the pass in the flat is complete to number 1, Jakari Bolden. And that would embolden the Panthers to score 6 on the opening drive. Touchdown! Jalen Burton, the quarterback keeper from 1 yard out. Hermitage up 6-0. Extra point would be good. They're up 7-0. Okay, so far so good for Hermitage. But Varina would get it going on the ground. This guy had one heck of an evening. Timon Brown, good for a first down. rushing the football. Varina did a good job of that, especially second half. We'll get to that later and set it up for this. Miles Derricott can throw for Miles, and he connects with Carlo Thompson for the 38-yard touchdown pass. Guess what? Extra point, no good. They go for 2-7-6. Hermitage after one quarter play. Second quarter, Varina driving late in the half. Derricott firing, finding his wide receiver out of bounds, stops the clock. It's Kamari Wells, and all's Wells with Kamari Wells. And roll out the other side. Derricott says, I'll just keep it myself. Varina would get inside the Hermitage 2-yard line, but after a penalty, it would set up for this. It's 4th and goal with not much time remaining before the end of the half. Hermitage comes up big. Goal line stand. Huge play for the Hermitage defense. And the sack would make it stay 7-6. We go to the third quarter. Third quarter was Varina's quarter. They had the ball almost the entire quarter. Why? I'll show you in a few minutes. Opening drive of the third. Derricott again connecting. Carlo Thompson, I'm sorry, that was Kamari Wells again. And then Derricott calling his own number. That's good for a first down. It would lead to this. Here comes Timon Brown. Brown, 26 carries, 158 yards, and a 6-yard touchdown right there. Varina goes for 2, makes it. They're up 14-7. What would happen? Ensuing kickoff, the onside kick. Tricky Blue Devils. They get the ball back, and after a drive that lasted over 5 minutes in the third, Hermitage's offense still has not seen the field. Varina's offense takes back over, and then they go back to the well. Running the football in the third quarter, time of possession, Curtis Green. At Kurt Go Crazy, he did. That was good for a first down. Timon Brown. Right back at it, staying with the run game and punishing Hermitage. Body blows, and then Miles Derricott from 3 yards out. Touchdown, Varina. So they go down, went from down 1 at the half, now up 2 touchdowns. Hermitage trying to respond in the fourth. Yeah, they finally get the football. That's good, big-time hit out of bounds. Short passing game worked well for Burton and company. Would lead to this later in the drive, the touchdown run. Number 4 doing the honors, Jeremiah Coney. And Coney and Hermitage right back in this one, 21-13, extra point, no good. Still a lot of time left, 9:09, one-possession game. Oh, man, giving the ball to Timon Brown. What can Brown do for you? Well, he did a lot for Varina. A lot of yards on the ground, and then the 1-2 punch. Number 24, Curtis Green, all the way to the end zone, 31-yard touchdown run for Green. And Varina now up 2 scores again. Hermitage is done, right? Wrong! They come right back. Ensuing drive, couple big plays, couple penalties. Jeremiah Coney finds pay dirt for the second time. And yeah, you should flex. 2 touchdown carries on the night for Coney. Not a big game on the ground, but 2 big touchdowns, 28-21. Last chance. Hermitage's defense gets a stop, but there's not much time left, and they start the drive inside their own 10-yard line. That's good for a first down. Jalen Burton with his legs. Runs. Gets past the yard marker to gain. More importantly, gets out of bounds. But not much time left. This is it. Do or die. Hail Mary time, Burton. Prayer. Is there an answer? No, there's not. Nobody in the vicinity. And Varina holds off Hermitage 28-21. Your final.
I told Coach he was ready to pass. I said, keep pounding it. If they ain't stopping it, we ain't changing nothing. That's what he did. Big ups to the offensive line, our running backs, wide receivers blocking. Without them, this game wouldn't have been what it was tonight.
Well, we've got ladies volleyball when we come back. Godwin goes into a match with deep run unbeaten without even losing a set. Could they keep the streak alive? Plus, it's back to football where Highland Springs and Martinsburg, West Virginia go down to the wire. Highlights are straight ahead.
Middle school and high school students, have you thought about what you want to do after high school? Let us help. Visit the Life Ready Expo at 6 p.m. on October 19th inside of Hermitage High School and network with professionals from different career paths. Connect directly with people in fields you are interested in and learn what it takes to reach your career goals. Visit the Life Ready Expo on October 19th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. located at Hermitage High School, 8301 Hungry Spring Road, Henrico, Virginia.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Godwin Eagles taking on Deep Run Ladies Volleyball Classic rivalry matchup. Godwin going into this one undefeated, and they had not lost a set. One of the reasons, right there. First set action, Sydney Newcomb coming up aces. There's one. You want another? There's another. Godwin looking good in front of their home faithful with the early first set advantage. Later, more Newcomb. Great dig, but they can't quite get there, and she would lead the way to an early big lead for Godwin. Eagles. They also have this. Great job by Caitlin McNeil. She's the straw that stirs the drink. And finally, deep run trying to get back into it. Newcomb says no. Caitlin McNeil, says no. She gets the point there. Finally, deep run comes back with one of their own. Nice job, number 99, Jillian Levin, doing her thing. And getting the point, but still first set. This was Godwin's to own. Wildcats setting it up, but the block at the front of the net, number 14, Ryan Taylor and company, doing the honors, and then on the serve, Jamie Wright. Nice get right there, setting it up and getting the point again. McNeil had answers for Godwin, and they have answers for the first set. Winners 25-16. We go to the second. So that streak's still going. Undefeated and without losing a set. Ace in the second set's not going to hurt anything when it comes to that record. Wildcats, however, nice job. Number 5 doing the honors, getting the kill right there. Addison Dodge. Godwin couldn't get out of that one. However, the Eagles come back, and again, it's from service. Number 30, Sydney Schaefer, excellent on the serve as well. Eagles always look loaded, especially in the regular season. They look really good again. That serve could not be corralled either. So Schaefer and Godwin, a lot of weapons on this team, 25-11 winners. We go to the third and perhaps final set because Godwin's been so dominant. Actually, though, deep run came out in this one and looked real sharp. And you'll see why. Caitlin McNeil, okay, she gets the kill for Mills Godwin, and then little luck. When you're lucky and good, it really helps. Schaefer gets the point there off the net and falls the Eagles' way. But deep run would come back. They actually had an early lead. Godwin, again, another point. It seems like a blowout right here, but I'm telling you, deep run came out strong. And then the kill right there as well, working for McNeil. The Wildcats, though, not going anywhere. They would win a lot of the contested 50-50 points. This was one of them. That's going to fall. Wildcats sensing a little bit of momentum. Number 5, Addison Dodge on that point. Then on the serve. Can't quite get to that one, Jillian Levin doing the honors. Great stop by deep run on the kill attempt. Still third set action. Again, they get the stop. And just keeping the point alive was the name of the game. And a huge block to finish it off. Number 68, Jamie Jang. Point, deep run. Wildcats can sense it. Wildcats can feel it. That's good for the point. This would go back and forth. Remember, you got to win by 2. Wildcats would win the fourth set. That's in for the ace, 27-25. But deep run comes back and takes the fourth. 3-1. Godwin is your winner. Huge game for Highland Springs, 2-1 coming in. This is their second game against a team from out of state. First, they played Julius Chambers. This time, Martinsburg from West Virginia. Second quarter, nothing happened in the first, no score. Kwanye Vini on the interception, picking off Murphy Clement. That would lead to this. We know Aziz Foster-Powell can run with the rock, and he does so right here. Inside the 30-yard line of Martinsburg would lead to this. Christian Martin dialing long distance, and he's got his man Kwanye Vini inside the Springer 1-yard line. Time for the end around. That's going to work wonders. Takai Heath makes it in 7-0 Springers. The only thing that's un-Springer-like is giving up big plays this year, and they've given up a bunch. And here's one on the quarterback keeper. It would work wonders. Murphy Clement from nearly 50 yards out. Martinsburg scoring on the big play to tie things up. 7-7, 16-8 to go. Still in the first half, though. How about punch, counter punch? Christian Martin, 72 yards to pay dirt. to Takai Heath, who was huge last week against Prince George, having a banner night in this one, 13-7. Springers in control. The big play once again, though. Brother to brother. Murphy Clement to Hudson Clement. And Clement finds pay dirt. That was about an 80-yard touchdown pass. Just like that, Martinsburg, they connect on their extra point. 14-13, 4:33 to go in the half. Springers trying to respond, and they would do it with a quarterback keeper. That would get him out around the 10-yard line of Martinsburg. The Bulldogs trying to come up with a stop. They're not stopping Aziz Foster-Powell. He finds the end zone. Highland Springs back on top, but special teams really hurt them. Getting extra points, 2-point conversions was not happening, so it's 19-14 later after 2 field goals by Martinsburg. They lead 20-19. Second half action, Aziz Foster-Powell, first down. Feed the beast. Late in the game, it works. And it also opens this up. The option read by the quarterback. Christian Martin calls his own number, takes it in for 6. Springers on top, 25-20. 6 points, go for 2. They wouldn't make it. Remember the play in the first half of the quarterback keeper? They do it again. Do the Bulldogs of Martinsburg. And again, nearly 50 yards out, Murphy Clement answers the call. Martinsburg regains the lead, and they would have a 26-25 advantage with 9:02 to go, only up 1. Still plenty of time for this Springers offense. Christian Martin, late in the 4th. First down, right at about the 20-yard line of Martinsburg. That would lead to this. Christian finding, firing, connecting. Wide receiver caught out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Number 13, Michael Hodge Jr., but a penalty backs him up, and they go for it on 4th down, and just great defense. Beanie covered well. Bulldogs take over. Springers get a stop defensively. Last chance. Hail Mary! Incomplete. Looking for Latrell Sutton. Martinsburg celebrates a 1-point narrow victory, and what a game it was. Martinsburg 26, Highland Springs 25.
1, 2, 3, Jags!
Let's go to field hockey. Glen Allen taking on Godwin. The Lady Jags having a quietly very good year. Going into this one, 5-1 on the season. Only lost last year playoff team Prince George. A chance in the first quarter. Just goes wide. Godwin would have their opportunities as well, however, on a counter here in the first. But the keeper for Glen Allen, boy, she comes out and she does her job very, very well. Allie Gregory and company, she comes out very aggressive, takes command, kicks that one away. First quarter, lots of chances for Glen Allen on the other side. That would not go in, but they would have their opportunity, plenty of them, on the corner. No, not every corner was a goal in this one. Great stop. Godwin's keeper kept them in this one. More first quarter action, more Glen Allen on the attack. Centering pass, and I got it. It's shot on net, kicked away somehow, some way. That ball does not go in. Guess what? Another corner, however. Is this one going to go? No, just kicked and saved wide and out. It would be no score after 1. Glen Allen trying to change that early in the second quarter. Ball gets past the defender, number 3. You're going to hear her name more than once. She gets a ball or stick on the ball and then puts the biscuit in the basket. She shoots, she scores. Kendall Von Herbulis gets Glen Allen on the board. 1-0 Jags. 13:25 to go in the second. Moments later, Jags on the attack again, and it's Von Herbulis again. Kendall Von Herbulis with 2 goals in the second quarter alone. And the Glen Allen had a 2-0 advantage at that point. Godwin desperately looking for a goal to get right back into it. One would do it. This would be a great chance. Great centering pass, not quite there. Just inches away. Game of inches, they say. More Godwin pressure, however. Glen Allen's keeper was busy at times. Godwin did have opportunities in this one. Glen Allen had a lot more. Here come the Jags again. Watch this shot. Fired, knocked away, it's saved. 2-0 at the half. Switch sides, third quarter now. Somehow that one is knocked away, but they keep it in, and she shoots, she scores! And it's Von Herbulis again. only this time the Atlee variety. Sister, Atlee von Herbulis finds it back to the net. Glen Allen now with a 3-0 lead, and that would be your final. Von Herbulis beats Godwin 3-0. Oh, that's a wrong graphic. I mean, Glen Allen beats Godwin 3-0. That's your final.
Well, Henrico has double duty on the other side. The Warriors take to the road to face LC Bird in field hockey, while the football team travels to face Hopewell. That's next.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to Sports Wire. Let's go up tempo. We start with former Springer quarterback Jawan Carter. The senior Norfolk State signal caller earned MEAC Player of the Week honors after his performance in a 63-26 win over Elizabeth City. Carter slung it for 353 yards passing and 5 touchdowns in the victory. Speaking of quarterbacks, Freeman's Owen Fallen won the 804 Times Dispatch Player of the Week for the second straight week. After Freeman beat Atlee 38-6, Fallen was 11 for 17 through the air, tallying 251 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also ran for 1 more. Glen Allen's boys cross-country team finished in first place out of 25 teams in the recent Fork Union Invitational. The Jags were led by Ben Hagerich, Dorian Fick, Eric Fagan, and Luke Fagan as Glen Allen continues to show a strong team here in 2021. Last but certainly not least, when you think Highland Springs, you may not think golf, but think again, at least when it comes to Brian McDonough. He led all golfers at Belmont with a 9-hole 38 as the Springers beat Henrico. That is a personal record.
To field hockey we go once again. Henrico on the road taking on a much improved LC Bird from a year ago, but it would be Henrico trying to strike first. This is like a war of attrition, trying to get the ball in the back of the net. Ray Garg, number 10, trying to do the honors. That gets past the keeper. Just keep pounding the ball. Get in the net. Go in the net. It's in the net. Oh, it goes. She shoots. She scores. Actually, it's more like she shoots. She shoots. She shoots. She shoots. She shoots. She scores. Ray Garg puts Henrico up 1-0. LC Bird trying to counter. Warriors defense doing a good job getting the ball out of harm's way early in this one, so they'd hold on to the 1-0 lead. They escape the corner there. Skyhawks, though, coming right back. She shoots, she scores! Camille Martin. You haven't heard the last of her. She puts the biscuit in the basket. LC Birds tied things up at one apiece. With 9:56 to go, second quarter. More from LC Bird later. Martin, she's really good for the Skyhawks. Coming in, can't get it, swing and a miss, gets a good pass to her teammate, can't finish there, sticking with it though, she shoots, she scores! Martin, her second goal of the evening, and it's a big one because it gives LC Bird a 2-1 lead with 6:04 to go until halftime. More pressure, this time Henrico with a shot, oh my goodness, somehow it doesn't go, she couldn't get control of it. And then that shot goes wide. Now, interesting moment here. Another shot by Garg. It's kick saved in a Butte. And then another kick saved. The keeper, Newman, had a big game in this one. Here's the point of emphasis. You may not see the dark blue line on the field, but it's there. She shoots, she scores. But field hockey rule is it's got to be inside that circle. And it was not inside the blue circle, so the goal does not count. It is waved off unless it was touched by a player inside the circle first, which it was not. So it's still a 2-1 game for LC Bird. Not anymore. You saw Camille Martin hat trick, 3-1 at that point. And more from the Skyhawks. Number 16, she gets into the ledger. Paige Fulton connects for the Skyhawks, and they win another one. This time at home, beating Henrico. Final score, LC Bird 4. Henrico 1. Back to the gridiron now. Henrico looking for their first win of the year on the road at Hopewell. And the Blue Devils having trouble in the first quarter. The snap is high. Johnny on the spot. Henrico's defense. They got the ball deep in Hopewell territory. Defense making plays. Number 42, Sean Singleton. Hopewell, no harm, no foul. They do get the ball back. The pass is tipped away and intercepted. This time it's Sean Macon, the free safety / quarterback. Doing the honors, it'd be no score. We switch sides. Second quarter, Hopewell going with the ground game. Remember Travion Henderson? He's at Ohio State now. Now they go with number 24, Camonte Venning, and it's 7-0, 11:55 to go in the second quarter. He gets a touchdown run. And Henrico not doing themselves any favors on the offensive side. That is a fumble and a turnover. And Hopewell looking to take advantage. Then that ball's popped out. And that's a second turnover for Sean Macon. So nice night for him on the defensive side of the ball. However, Henrico forced to punt. And there it goes, and it would be fielded by number 11, Kevin Hicks. And he has no hiccups on his way down the sidelines. That is all the way returned for a touchdown, but it would be called back for a blindside block. You might have seen one heck of a block. In the old days, that's okay. These days, we try to protect players a little bit more than we used to. Touchdown run, though, 14-0, almost at the half. And Hopewell capitalizes on the drive anyway. Now, here comes a big kick return for Henrico. Timothy Hicks, looking like he might take it all the way to Pater. Gets tackled just short of the goal line. Warriors, though, golden opportunity here to get into the end zone. Free rusher coming, though. And the pass is, did that hit the ground? No, they say it's an interception. So Hopewell takes over. And then, how about this? 98 yards. Mason Cumbie going to take it all the way to the end zone. It's a house call for Hopewell. And the Blue Devils, the Southside version, would take a 21-0 lead. At that point, it would not get better for Henrico. Hopewell wins it 36-0. Your final couple other games. Godwin got 28 points against Hanover. Problem was Hanover had 51, so they win that one 51-28. And a deep run, still looking for their first win. Patrick Henry getting a big one after their narrow loss to Hermitage a week ago, 34-0.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see you next time on Sportswire.